Hello and welcome to the Somatic yoga class for when you feel lonely. I invite you to find a comfortable place to sit just for a little moment while we arrive in the present moment, tap into our bodies. And this practice is designed to give you an anchor whenever you're feeling abandoned, lonely, unloved, or whatever it is that it might be arising in your body. We are going to anchor that in an experience today, somatically releasing emotions that don't serve us, and also opening up the body for new experiences, for new people to come into our life. Let's begin. I invite you to find slowly your way onto your belly. Take your time arriving. Place your elbows on the mat, firmly rooting through the elbow, stacking the joints so that the shoulder is just above the elbow joint here, and pressing strongly through the hands. Imagining you want to shine your chest forward and opening up your back, spreading it wide, looking straight ahead of you. Starting to take a few moments here to breathe deeply into the lungs, not getting the air stuck in your chest, but driving it down to the side lungs and the belly as much as possible. Deep breaths through the nose, and so often with stuck emotions that we just cannot get rid of, the breath is such a good aid in allowing that movement to happen. Breathing deeply into the belly, activating the parasympathetic nervous system, allowing your body to rest, relax. A few more breaths here, pushing into the hands and the elbows, lengthening your spine, imagining that your head is almost suspended from an invisible thread hanging from the sky. Sending some of that breath into your back and slowly releasing back down, noticing all the sensations in your body. And with the next in-breath, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae, the neck comes up last. Perhaps feel free to close your eyes if this is serving you. Out breath coming down. Dropping in between your shoulder blades. In breath coming up. Starting to notice that gentle wave in your upper body. See if you can keep breathing deeply into your side lungs, spreading your side body to the side. And as you reach up, lengthening your spine up towards the sky, really spreading the body in all directions here. Just coming into this moment, into your body. Whatever it is that you're feeling, know that you have this anchor. Well done. I invite you to spread your hands a little bit wider, perhaps even a bit outside of the mat, and come onto your fingertips here, opening up wide for a nice back bend, however that is looking up for you. Coming down on the exhale. Again, small back bends, no need to exaggerate anything here, we're just warming up the spine. Small waves up and down. Your fingertips holding so much power and energy here. And perhaps starting to bring the lower body into the picture, squeezing the glutes, internally rotating the thighs. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Coming back down, a few more waves here in your own pace. Making space in your heart, in your chest, for anything new, for new people to come into your life, for new opportunities. Last one, lift up Squeeze the glutes, activate the whole body. Come down. Beautiful. Now grab hold of your mat really strongly, pressing your hands into the floor. Come up for a seal pose, pressing strongly into your hands, dropping your shoulders away from the ears. Again, squeezing your butt together, your glutes driving towards one another. And come back down. Completely release. Now on the next in-breath, drive yourself up into a child's pose. Still keeping the arms extended in front. And let's spend some time here just wiggling around, waking up the spine even more. Cat-cows, all the way down to your heels, starting to explore any movements that your body is allowing you to explore, anything that you're invited to feel right now, perhaps circling from side to side. And once again, the invitation is to stay in as gentle as movements as your body needs to, or exaggerate if you feel like it. We're creating space in the body, we're anchoring in the body, finding joy in your own company, your presence. Perhaps you feel like closing your eyes just to feel it even stronger, and maybe not. Whatever arises, honor that. A few more wiggles and waves here. Well done. Come into your tabletop position now. Let's meet in gate pose, rotating the right foot to the outside of the mat and straightening the left foot to the side, lifting up the arm and shooting the hips up all the way to the sky, really activating here the whole side body. Just wiggling your left wrist just a little bit, warming it up. And now on the next exhale, bringing the left elbow towards your core. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring towards your core. Really playing with those sensations of opening and closing. How does the contraction and extension feel in your body? Moving with the breath. Really taking time here to spend some quality time with yourself, exploring poses, movements. One more time, contract into the belly. And as you inhale, shoot up the hips, open the chest up towards the sky. Beautiful. Now, if you're feeling brave, lift off the left foot, start driving the foot just behind you to grab it with your left arm, open up. Feeling the deep hip opener here, stabilizing with the breath. It's okay if you wobble, it's okay if you fall. Just find your way back to the mat. Deep breaths into the side body here, strongly rooting through the right arm. You can do hard things. And gently with ease, letting go of the foot and dropping it just behind you for a modified wild things pose, opening up your hips even more, shooting them up to the sky, chest comes forward and up. Holding here for a few deep breaths, really driving that breath to the whole left side of your body. Perhaps closing the eyes, if this feels comfortable for you. Noticing the sensations. Well done. Pick up the right leg, place it back into your gate pose, shoot up the hips one more time, circle back into your tabletop. Let's take a moment here in child's pose, perhaps in stillness or wiggling, whatever feels better for your body. Maybe coming onto your knees, just shaking off your arms before we repeat on the other side. How does it feel to be in your body right now, creating space? Well done. Now let's find our way towards the other side. This time we're gonna rotate the left leg outside of the mat, stretching out the right leg, shooting up the hips, and staying here in this moment, just noticing whatever is arising in the side body. Notice any differences between the two sides of the body. Starting to drive the breath into the right side, into the right outside of the hip. Beautiful. On the next exhale, come with the elbow towards the core, contracting here, making yourself small. Inhale, opening up, taking up space. Really taking your time in these movements. Closing in, exhale, clearing out your lungs and your belly of all excess air. Opening up. Allowing everything new in, making space. Exhale, out. Inhale, in. And imagining you're making space for new people to come into your life. Whenever you're feeling lonely, just know that you have this ability to create more space in your body, in your life. 2 more times, opening, keep shooting that hip up here. Closing in. Open. One last time, come into a deep exhale, driving all the air out of your body. Hold for a moment and open up with a deep inhale. Well done. Gently, I invite you now to pick up your right foot and drive it just behind your body here, to grab hold of it with your hand, opening up for a nice little hip opening back bend. Once again, if you fall and wobble, it's okay. Just hold here, sensing your own power and strength. And on the next out breath, drop the foot behind you for a modified wild thing, opening up the hips, shooting them up to the sky. Arm drops just behind you. Let's take a few breaths here. Breathing deeply into the side, opening the lungs. One more deep breath. And breath out, release, circle back into your tabletop and slowly find your way once again onto your belly. No rush here, taking your time, feeling all the nooks and crannies of the body. And this time, let's find our Sphinx pose once again, placing and rooting the elbows onto the floor, shining the chest forward, and maybe dipping your head back to the left, looking towards your feet and to the right. So warming up that spine even more, creating so much space. Let the lower body be still and relaxed. A few more times. Coming back to center. Well done. I invite you to grab hold of your opposite elbows here and stay up in a gentle back bend. On the next inhale, bring your left knee in for a half frog pose. So aligning your hip with your knee and your knee with your ankle. And as you breathe here just for a moment, imagine driving some extra air and creating space in that left hip. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears. And on the next inhale, try to straighten the bent leg here, opening up the hip. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, release. Inhale, open. One last time, hold it at the open. Feeling the stretch in your pelvis, your hips. Well done. Close in and release. Just hang here for one moment. Breathing into the whole body and letting go of the left foot. Come back slowly and with control. And this time, on the next inhale, bringing the right knee in. Find your half frog pose here. Realign and feel the low back, the pelvis. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears. And on the next inhale, opening up the leg to the side, straighten. Exhale. Come back. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, back. Inhale, straighten, hold here, feeling the deep stretch. Exhale, come back. Feel the sensations in your hip, in your spine. And on the next inhale, come back towards the center. Release your hands just for a moment, resting here on your side. Well done. Very slowly, I invite you to roll through your side. Come up to seated in the middle of your mat. Finding a nice seated pose, however that is comfortable for you. Is to close this practice. We've created space in the body to welcome new experiences, but also anchor the body into the now. So I hope you feel reinvigorated, a little bit less lonely. Thank you for joining me.